Meditating with metaphors. This time I'll read you the metaphors 2 through 11, along with their accompanying reflections. Explanation 2. The following metaphor points to the human tendency to flee excessively forward and backward in time, away from the place where one is physically and consciously present. Neurologist Stephen Lorais showed that the human brain contains two distinct networks that alternate approximately 3 times per minute, one directed outward toward experiences outside the body, and one directed inward into the mind. From the perspective of early humans in a hostile environment, this seems like a brilliant evolutionary adaptation. One network ready to detect sudden external danger, the other to prepare for future threats. Unfortunately, the saber-toothed tiger and the cave bear have long since vanished. But humans still switch between these networks with the same restless urgency. Can the meditator slow down or even transcend this deeply rooted process in the modern mind? Metaphor 2. The human being is a mental ruminator, but even before there's anything to digest, he has already begun to grind. Explanation 3. Just as the same hand can take on many shapes and still remain the same hand, so too can consciousness shift between different modes, that of pure simple being, the subject, and that of the thinking mind. The gentle hand is never truly active. Terms like sewing are merely images meant to evoke the inherent peacefulness and healing nature of pure awareness. It is difficult, if not impossible, to swim with clenched fists and tense arms. With relaxed hands and arms, you move more easily with life, rather than struggle against it. First, learn how to float. Metaphor 3. The raised, clenched fist against the world, against life and suffering, is called ego. The open, gentle hand that effortlessly sows and reaps, that blesses and caresses, is called sacred consciousness, the motionless core of all knowing. Explanation 4. Here follows another image, meant to express the importance of breathing in the unveiling of pure awareness, and to show that this awareness remains untouched by experiences or inner events. Metaphor 4. The shining chalkboard, partially covered through the day with drawings, words and symbols, can be wiped clean again with a simple wiper. Breathing is that sweeping motion. The chalkboard is unchangeable awareness, always ready for something new. Explanation 5. Number 5 serves to highlight the fleeting and illusory nature of thoughts and the need for an open attentiveness toward everyday thoughts, feelings, and whatever else may arise. Metaphor 5. Imagine your thoughts rising like swirling smoke from an incense stick, gently drifting and fading into the air around you. Don't merge with the smoke in your mind, Be simply the silent watcher, the wise knower. Explanation 6. Here is an image from daily life, one that people often prefer not to have put into words. Metaphor 6. Gases in the gut are a byproduct of digesting a daily meal. In the same way, thoughts can be seen as a byproduct of digesting our daily experiences. We do not identify with the gas, we simply let it go. So too, we might learn to release our thoughts without attaching to them. Explanation 7. This image, like the previous one, may for some come close to the edge of propriety, and was loosely inspired by a paragraphed quote from the Dutch writer Connie ten Boom. It points to the importance of mental hygiene and the need to guard against stubborn habits and compulsive thoughts. Metaphor 7. You can't prevent a bird from pooping on your head, but you can prevent it from turning it into its toilet. Explanation 8. When you are 70 years old, 70 years of your life have already died, and yet that past continues to play a huge role in how we view the present. This is because we've learned and solidified the habit of measuring, comparing, dividing, and identifying with outcomes of those processes. Through this, we become attached to people and ideas of all kinds. In this way, constructed as individuals, we perceive everything long gone through the treacherous, foggy lens of memory. And thus our perception of today becomes equally blurred and limited. We cannot live entirely without the past, as the cruel disease of Alzheimer's so starkly reveals. Perhaps we can find a way to stop storing every misspoken word and discordant experience, so that we might live simply, clearly, and freely. Perceive and let it be, so that without expectation or the urge to act, you are fully present in the experience. There the light breaks through, with the open eyes of a small child. There lies a way out. See also the further magnificent Solenoid by Mircea Cărtărescu. Metaphor 8. Your past is not only the amount of time you lived, but also the amount of time that's already dead. Don't let that past keep needlessly threading into the present, or it will tether and temper your time to come. Explanation 9. Consciousness takes on the shape of the active mind, as in number 3. In the film American Beauty, the character Ricky Fitz captures a beautiful shot of a dancing plastic bag, while in the movie Twister, the more destructive tornadoes are at work. Metaphor 9. Small whirlwinds playing elegantly with a plastic bag or autumn leaves can be quite charming. Large ones may cloud the view with dust and debris and cause destruction, but also clear the way for the new. Still, both remain parts of one vast serene sky, of which they are merely contraction and swirling. Thus the mind relates to consciousness. Explanation 10. Starting from the two networks described by Steven Laurijs, it should come as no surprise that even seasoned meditators like Mathieu Ricard still find themselves distracted during meditation. Seated on the mat, perseverance is a cardinal virtue, and when distraction arises, the motto rings loud and clear, borrowed and reworked from yet another film title, Back to the Future, which echoes through the 10th metaphor. Being in the present is life's most precious present. Metaphor 10. Don't forget to be where you are. Back to the present. Explanation 11. This is essentially the same as Back to the Present, but in one's own language. It recalls the movement of hyperrealism in painting. Here, hyperrealism in psychology and meditation. Each time you notice distraction, you return to the concrete, the sensory, the real. The first stage is about reconnecting with your surroundings, your body and your breath, all deeply tangible. The second stage touches something we humans often imagine far away, hidden in distant lands or ancient cultures, while in truth it is so close that we can hardly see it clearly. It is our own very being, through which all experience becomes known. To reach it, we must first notice and pierce through the veil, our fascination with and identification with the contents of consciousness. As this veil dissolves, what lies beneath is peaceful, pure and radiant awareness. Metaphor 11. Return again and again to where your breath already was. Return again and again to where the core of all reality already was. To be continued. If you enjoy following this project, feel free to subscribe to my channel. That way you'll automatically see when a new piece appears. And if you give it a thumbs up, you'll help others to find this series more easily. Do you know someone who might benefit from it? Feel free to share it. Thank you for listening. I wish you much wisdom. Warm regards, Yostri. Next time, I'll read you the 12th to the 21st metaphors, along with their accompanying reflections.